Yes, visible.
Okay, fine. So we'll start with the next topics or next segments or next options in storage account. We are still learning storage accounts and we are still on containers. Okay. Today we might finish container and we'll start with file share. Those are the only topics which we have to learn in detail. Table and queue, we don't have to worry about them much. Okay. Before we go ahead, before we start, one quick thing. Yesterday you guys were asking how to add multiple networks on any storage account. For example, while creating a storage account, so I'll answer this part. There were two questions yesterday. One, how to add multiple virtual networks. The other one was how to make sure that it is completely disconnected. So we are going to cover both of them. This one I'm not going to create, just showing it to you here under networking. If I want that this particular storage account should be accessible only from particular virtual network, not from the public network, not from anywhere, but only from particular virtual network. So I'll have to keep this enable. Public network has to be enable, though I do not want it from outside. Enable from selected virtual network in IP. Select this option. Keep the IP address blank if you do not want anything from outside. Right? If you want, let's say I want only my address, I can add it. This is about public IP. Now coming back to particular virtual network. So here I'll select my uh, subscription and here I will see multiple virtual networks. Okay. In this case, I am able to see East US VNet. I have this VNet, East US VNet. Let me see what is the region of this blob or of this container. I have selected East US VNet and I am able to see a VNet which is there in East US. Don't get confused by the name. I have created or I'm creating this one in East US. This is region. And I already have a VNet called East US. वो VNet का नाम है वहां पर. But it is in East US. So if I come here, I see this one. However, the question was that adding multiple subnets, we were getting that option here. How do I add multiple virtual networks? So you will have to create this storage account first. Once it is created, let me first show you that how many virtual networks do I have. See, at the time of creation, you can add only one and you can add multiple subnets if it has multiple subnets. This virtual network has only one subnet, so I will see only one subnet. So if I talk about my subscription, these are two VNets I have. One is in East US and VNet's name itself is East US. The other one is in South India and the name of the VNet is India VNet. At the time of creation, see, I'm able to see only one particular VNet, which is in the same region. If I go here and instead of East US, if I try to create this storage account in South India, let's see if I am able to see the other VNet which I have. Under networking, can you see? Now I'm able to see only one VNet, South India. Even if I had two, I will see only one. From here, I can add only one particular VNet, but here I have multiple subnets, so I can decide which subnet to be added. From which subnet it needs to be accessible. I can decide that. Once it is created, I'll show you where do you have to go and add multiple virtual network. Though I already shared screenshot yesterday, just wanted this to be in recording. Maybe someone else who's watching, not attending our sessions, or do not have access to our WhatsApp group. Right? But as yesterday I shared the options and I highlighted those options that to add multiple virtual networks, what needs to be done. But still, we'll cover this here. So now the storage account is being deployed. This storage account is accessible only from that particular virtual network and the subnets which I have selected. That is what we have configured as of now. If I share a link with you guys, even if the anonymous access is on, you guys will not be able to access anything from that storage account. Even if I share access key with you, right? And if you have storage account, storage explorer, you will not be able to access that, because you do have the access at the IAM level, maybe at authentication level, but from the networking point of view, you are not complying with the conditions which I have mentioned here. So either it has to come from a machine which is there in that particular VNet, could be machine, could be any other service also, right? Or it has to come from a public IP which I have added, if I have added any. In this case, I have added only my public IP. So if you guys try to do it, you will not be able to do it. Now this storage account is created. Let us see here, and then we'll go to networking segment and we'll see how to add more virtual networks. Test storage account. If I click here, it was there. I'll show it again. It is public access. Public access I have enabled because I want someone from outside also if I want, right? If I disable it, then it won't work from virtual network also. That's a different scenario. We'll come to that. Public network I have enabled, right? And public network is accessible only from this IP address where I have added my IP address. This is my public IP address, right? It is accessible only from this particular IP address from outside. Virtual network, if I click on that, there are three subnets, one virtual network, which I have allowed. So under India VNet, three subnets. Anything coming from this subnet, or this subnet under this VNet, they will be able to access. Now, if I want to add more virtual networks, then what to do? You can click here, add a virtual network, click here, and then select whether I want to create a new virtual network and add it, or I want to select an existing one. So if I select existing one, this one I have already added, so it's okay even if I don't check it. This one, East US VNet. Now I'm adding it. Subnets, I have only one subnet, and enable it. See, it says here clearly it might take 15 minutes for this setup to get completed. But now you know how to add multiple virtual networks if you want your storage account to be accessible only from certain virtual networks. Here it is. Similarly, repeat the process, add more. If you want to create a new virtual network, create new and add more. And now this storage account is accessible only from this particular virtual network and this particular public IP. Is this point clear to everyone, guys? Yes? No? Maybe? Any doubt? Any question?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I have a question.
Yes.
Uh, the region for VNet and storage account has to be same
No.
or different?
No. That is the reason I had two virtual network in different regions. Where is our storage account? Wherever it is, it cannot be in two different regions, right? So be it in any region, I have added two different VNet from two different regions. So if our storage account is in South India, this is from South India and this is from East US. So, and if it is in East US VNet is there, South India is also there. By the way, our storage account is in South India, and this VNet is from South India and this VNet is from East US. So region, it's not a compulsion.
Good.
Okay. Let's say this is our storage account. This is cloud. This is our VNet, let's say. And there are some machines in this particular VNet. Let's say there's only one subnet and I have allowed that subnet. Now, the looking at our setup, let's say this is one of the VNets which I have allowed. And here is my storage account. So this machine, can this machine access this storage account, provided it has all the accesses and everything? From networking perspective, can this machine access this storage account?
Yes.
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 Here from my laptop, I am here on my laptop. Can I access this storage account?
No.
Yes, if the public access is
No.
available.
Let's have a look at the setting again. Have a look at this. This is my public IP.
Yes, you can.
Yes.
We can
Yes.
able to access.
Right. Same thing. Now you try. I give you the link and everything. I have given you the access, and you are trying. Will you be able to access the storage account?
No.
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 So I hope this is clear to
No.
everyone. Now, this machine is able to access the storage account. Is it going like this, or is it going like this? First option or second? How the traffic is routing?
Second.
Okay.
Yes. Though it is in the same region, I have connected that VNet, everything is fine, but the still traffic is routing from the internet. It is going over the internet. It is accessing that storage account's URL, which is unique, right? Which means it is over the internet. And now my any machine, the traffic is going like this. Second question was, if I do not want it, then what? That is the time when we use a service called private endpoint. Private endpoint is not only for storage account. Understand as a concept, private endpoint can be used with web app, it can be used with function app, it can be used with app service, it can be used with SQL or any PaaS service. Here we are trying it on storage account. Right? So using private endpoint, what happens now when I have a storage account? Let's go to my storage account. Can you guys help me to locate the IP address of my storage account? Public, private, whichever IP address. Can you guys help me to locate the IP address of my
It
storage
may
account?
be under security and networking option.
Okay, let's see. You don't see anything here, right? Under overview.
Yes, we don't see.
Okay, let's go to networking then. Where can I see? Any idea? Yes, guys, anyone?
Resource setting, virtual network, IP address, this option, I guess.
No, this is something which I'm allowing. If I
Okay.
select this one, you won't even see this session here. If instead of let's say if I keep this all network, you won't even see that virtual network there. Now it's enabled and it is for all network, not from any particular network. So that virtual network is gone from here. That virtual network had nothing to do with my storage account. That was just I have allowed that virtual network to connect with me. So my storage
Oh,
account's IP address is not coming from there for sure. Anyone, guys? Where can I see the IP address?
Under private endpoints.
No, not really. Storage account will never have an IP address. That is the reason it is asking for a unique name. It always works on a URL. It will always work on endpoints. It will have endpoints and it will work on endpoints. And that is the reason it is asking you to select a particular name which has to be globally unique. If I am using UT-Kloud storage name, you can't use that in your subscription. Though we have different tenants, different subscription, still we cannot do that. So it works on the naming convention. It works on the endpoints. So there is no IP address, no public IP address, no private IP address. And this is the reason this traffic is not going directly. This traffic is not going directly because machine has private and public both IP address. Most of the time only private. We'll stick to private. This one has private IP address, right? And if I want this communication to happen, if I want these two machines, right, these two machines to talk to each other without connecting to internet, I don't want this communication. This is possible on public IP. I do not want this communication. So what is an essential thing that these two machines should have? They are in one VNet,
IP,
one subnet, or different subnet, doesn't matter. They are already there. What is the one thing which will help me to connect these two machines?
IPs of the VMs.
Sorry?
IPs of the VMs.
Yes, IP addresses, right? So IP address of this machine and IP address of this machine will help me to connect. Similarly, if I want anything, any service to connect directly like this, they both should have IP address. So my machine, it already has an IP address. Storage account, it doesn't come with an IP address. Storage account will never have an IP address unless we go ahead and use a service called private endpoint. Under private endpoint, you won't see the IP directly. You'll have to create one NIC for this. So let's go ahead and check private endpoint. While creating also you get that option, or you come here under networking. Or maybe I'll create it. I already have one virtual machine. Let me log into that virtual machine. See, now I have public IP address on this machine again. Why? Because I want this machine to I want this I want to RDP to this machine. That's the only reason I have public IP on this. So I will RDP to this machine. We'll create storage account in the same region of this machine or same VNet, and then we'll try this practical. So I'm trying to RDP to this machine. It is opening on my first screen. I'll type in the user ID and password. While I'm getting into the machine, meanwhile, I'll go ahead and create one storage account. This is a part of East US VNet. Under East US VNet, let's see how many subnets I have. It can be in same subnet also, right? So you don't have to worry about it, but just to give you that feeling, I'm creating a different subnet. For storage account, subnet for storage account. It is not needed. Name is not needed. Nothing is required. You can put that here also. But just to get that feeling, I'm creating another subnet. Now let's create one storage account here in East US. I'm simply just naming it UT-Kloud's East US storage account. As of now, I'm enabling it. So we'll put something on this storage account. We'll see how we are able to access it from outside. You guys will be able to access something. Then we will add a private endpoint, or I can add a private endpoint from here also, but then we'll not be able to check before adding the private endpoint. This is being created now. Meanwhile, I am also working on my machine, just turning off firewalls, etc. Storage account is ready. I'll add some file here and I'll give you the access. I've already selected this. Takes some time. It's not allowing me to create. Here it is. Let's say container name will give. Hopefully it takes new container. This has to be again unique. New container it is taking, but let's say if I try. mm, Then what should we do here? If I want you guys to access directly, not sharing any access key or anything, which option should I select here, guys?
Last container one.
Container.
Last one.
Yeah. This is different. Networking is different. So don't get confused. Both should be available. You can't say कि networking तो हमने कर दिया है publicly and then I'm not able to access, no one is able to access my data. Both are different things. So you'll have to deal with both of them from networking perspective as well and from the access perspective as well. Let the URL come. I'll share it with you guys. You can check whether you are able to access or not, and then we'll see it from the virtual machine as well. Is portal working slow for you guys as well?
We don't have access to the.
Okay, right. Hmm, because my internet speed looks good. I guess it's again portal. Okay, so I'm sharing this URL with you guys. Let's see if you guys are able to access it. See, I'm able to access on a different browser where I'm not even logged in or nothing. Yeah, I've shared it with you guys now. Let me know if you guys are able to access it now.
Yes.
Yes, it's open.
Yes, I'm
Okay,
able to
let's
access.
go ahead and start making the changes in networking then. If I go ahead and change here, let's say enable from selected network, and I'm not selecting any virtual network, right? And here I'm just adding my IP. Select save. Now in a different browser, please try to check if you guys are able to access it. In the same one, it will take from cache, it will pick from cache, and you may be able to log in, you may not be able to log in, you may be able to see. So try a different browser or try in different, at least a fresh browser with incognito mode.
Not working.
Not working, right? Let me see the same thing on my ID because I have added my IP address. It is still working for me. So I hope you realize now how it is working, right? How it does happen, how this one impacts. Now let's click on manage again. I'll remove my IP also. And here I'm just adding a virtual network. My machine is in East US. So we'll stick to East US. And now I have made it enable. Now from my machine, if I able to, from my laptop, if I try to access, should I have access or not?
Don't have access.
No.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, definitely we should not have access, but let's have a look. It takes time. We'll wait for a minute. It got added, right? Or did we get any error? So here it is. It has been added. If my machine has an IP address in this range, then I should be able to access. In my physical machine laptop, I should not be able to access. That's how it should work. Let's check. I'm still able to access. It takes time, sometimes 5-10 minutes. Let's see, or maybe I'll open some another browser. No, I'm still able to access. But from here, we have removed this IP address Okay, sorry, didn't click on save. My bad, guys. Simultaneously, I'm working on this machine as well. So sorry if I'm missing on something. Let's wait for 2 minutes and we'll check. We'll bring this machine also here. This machine's IP address is, hostname is not required there, just wanted to show you the IP address. So what is the IP address of this machine? 10.0.0.4. According to what we have added here, this machine should have access or it should not have access. Look at this and answer. Can you see the range? So my machine's
Yes, it
IP,
should
is
have
it
access.
following? Yes,
It
so I
should.
should have access.
Yes.
First, let's check again from my personal laptop if I'm still able to access because I click save. Can you see? It's gone now. Now, same thing. Let's try from my virtual machine. Can you see, guys? Now, only from this particular machine because in this VNet, I have only this machine. Now, no matter how many resources I have this in this VNet and subnet, I'll be able to access that storage account. I'm not going ahead and showing you each step that how will it look if I do it from Storage Explorer, how will it look if I do it from other service, right? We just have to understand the concept. If network connectivity is there, if I'm able to connect it from the browser, I'll be able to connect it using Storage Explorer also. I'll be able to connect using some other method also. If it is not there, you will not be able to connect using any method. Now, I say that fine, this is okay, but my traffic is routing from here uh, over the internet, right? I'm not able to directly connect. Then if I want to do that, how to achieve that? That is something we can do using private endpoint. Private endpoint, what will it do? It will extend the NIC. It will extend the subnet. It will extend the subnet and assign a NIC to the storage account. That we will see in the next session. We have only 1 minute left. We have to, first thing, I'll have to come here because I do not want any outside traffic, right? So let's disable it. Now, moment I disable, this storage account is not accessible from anywhere, not even from my virtual machine, not my physical laptop, not your laptop, from anywhere, nowhere, no one will be able to access this storage account. And it might take some time again for refresh. But as soon as it is done, no one will be able to access this. Now I will go ahead and make sure all see, even from my virtual machine, it is gone, right? Now, if I want to extend this storage account, how to do it? We'll see that in next session. Do you guys need a break?
Yes.
Okay, let's see you at 12:45. Sharp 12:45. I'm stopping the session now.